like to say good afternoon, everyone. I'm Hanshi Rennie, head of Venetia Goju, founder of Rendo Goju, and ADON of United States Karate Association. I welcome you all to my ranch today. I know it's kind of late. I had decided to go ahead and do some cutting on the acres back there. So I decided to make this video. I find this video to be of most importance because I'm getting an opportunity to thank a lot of people. A lot of people that molded my life, that made me, that built me. First, I'd like to start off by thanking Terry Elliott, Speed, I call him, Hanshi Terry Elliott. And the reason why we call him Speed, because if you ever fought him, you'll see why. All of my black belts had nicknames. You had Bam. Reason why they call him Bam, because if you fight him, that's what you'll get, Bam. Kiki, Nisi, numerous black belts, high quality. The people in my life outside of martial arts was my uncles. I can't start off with my father because you guys never knew my father. I never knew my father till a late age. All the time I was in karate, you guys never met my father. I met my father when I was about 28 years old, when he got sick, and my mother told me, called me to the house, and told me, I want you to go see about your dad. I looked up under the table. I said, where he at? She said, stop playing. So I flew out to Michigan to take care of him. People have different sides of that, but it's one thing that I do is that what my mother tells me to do. And she was a great woman. And my father got older, and I started taking care of him when he had his leg amputated. I flew to Arizona to take care of him. People say, man, why do you do that? Why do you love your father? Because he's my father. And I was very fortunate. I had a lot of other father figures. I had my uncles, Joe, Calvin Scott. In the martial arts background, I had great fathers. Great fathers. I had Grandmaster Frank Ruiz, a true father. I had Herbie Thompson, take me to school, feed me. I lived in this house. I had even Giordano. He took me to New York. I was the only kid to go to New York. Me, him, and Herbie. The only kid. I stayed with his parents in New York. I had Master Pot Wing when he first saw me. Him and his wife. We became very close. I had Charlie Smith. In New York, you had Pete Saragano. These names, I'm not talking about I pull up and Google. These people was around me. Pete Saragano was no joke. He was a dangerous man. You had Tom LaPuppet, Malachi Lee. You had a lot of these people, great people. And the great Peter Irving, Master Peter Irving. You train with those people. I didn't have a choice but to become the person I am today. I was left with no choice but become the person I am today. We have a lot of reasons to make decisions today. We have a lot of choices. But a lot of times when we came up, we didn't have many choices. I stayed in Scott Projects. I stayed in the Poking Bears. I stayed in every government housing there was over town. When you walked to karate class, you had your gi on your back and you had the belt. And if somebody stopped you on the corner, projects, they'll challenge you. I didn't have that bullying that people have today. I didn't have that people could rescue you. You didn't have a choice but to make those decisions to be who you are. And the streets, don't disrespect the streets. And I tell you, it was my life. It's all my life. That's what I did. And that's who I became. Hanshi Rennie. And my students made me as well. I had black belts that was champions. I fought them every night. And you could hear them back there, especially Hanshi Speed, plotting. Get them tied, get them tied. We're gonna get them. They made me who I am. It's not that I woke up that morning and became who I am. I had people that contribute to who I am today. And on Father's Day, I would like to thank those people for making me, not asking me, not telling me, not asking me if it's something that I want to do. They made me who I am. So when you look at me and you look at my behavior, or you look at how I look at things, and you say Hanshi Rennie is hard, Hanshi Rennie, I didn't have a choice. I didn't have a choice. Grow up over town. Grow up in Liberty City. Grow up in Brown Sub. Grow up in Lincoln Field. Grow up in Clown City. Grow up in Scott Projects. Then you will see you didn't have a choice. You had to respect the streets. And these people that made me today, I would like to thank them. Pop Williams, before he passed away, he gave me his blessings. I went to his house. He needed to improve his bathroom to make it handicap ready. We took care of it. We didn't put it out there. We didn't tell nobody. We didn't ask nobody. But talk to his wife. She'll tell you who took care of it. The gate around the house, Hanshi Speed, he took care of it. We didn't tell nobody. We didn't brag about it. We didn't say what we did for Hanshi Pop Williams. Because we did what we supposed to do, because nothing that I could do today to repay these people for making me who I am today. I was built to be who I am. I was built. I was battle tested years ago. 200 jumping jacks, knuckle walk, fighting on your back, fighting 3 people standing up, breaking my hands twice, both of them. Everybody knew. Every project you went in, you had to get your reputation. You had to get your reputation. Moved back to Scott Projects. Had to get the reputation back. It ain't what people heard. It ain't Facebook. They got to see it. Our karate schools, people walk in them and challenge you right in the karate school. They don't do that no more. Nah. You could be all kind of degrees and everything else. But back then, you was tested. You was tested. You was tested. The ghetto fighters made me. The people in my circle, Master Ruiz, Pete Saragano, all of them made me who I am. And when I went on to the police department, Chief Timony needed that ghetto fighter when that disturbance was out there in the city. He needed the ghetto fighter when the president's debate came to the University of Miami and put me in charge of it. He needed a ghetto fighter when he needed a commanding officer for Coconut Grove. All this was congruent to me coming up that built me. And Hanshi Speed, you're better. You're better. And I want you to do the same thing that I did. Create somebody that's better than you. And we give back to this world. Because if you're not demonstrating your best in this world, what world you waiting on to demonstrate your best in?